Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, and today I'll be reacting to Raleigh Links saddle seat video because I've seen it being addressed more recently now, even though it was like 6 months ago. So I decided I want to talk about it because there's a few points that I'd like to bring up.
So if you're unfamiliar with what saddle seat is, it's basically this.
So I'm glad at least she gave some people some insight on what it is, but the thing is she showed a 5-gated performance horse at World Championships. If some of you don't know who don't ride saddle seat, this is the World Championships in Louisville, Kentucky. They happen in August. But yeah, she showed a horse who's like doing its very best in the moment, and like it's a very performance horse. It is made for shows at the moment because it is still young and is still bred to do that. So it's gonna be doing that.
Industry just blows off all of the criticism they get by saying that people are confusing them with Big Lick when they're not. Like, you guys definitely have your own issues and your own problems, and
okay, so this is what really annoys me. This is like the only part that really gets me because she's saying that we're manipulating people, saying, oh, it's the only reason you think it's abuse is because of it's confused with Big Lick. That is literally not the only reason. I've had to explain to so many people in my comment section the many reasons why people will think that I'm doing abuse. And saddle seat, there can be abusive people in it, but it's just like jumpers. People use way too harsh spurs. People will use brushing bits. People will use all these things for aids, quote unquote. And it's like, that's what they're saying for saddle seat, but it's obviously not a training aid. So, you know, like, you just have to sort of think about it like you would any other discipline. So here she's talking about how the saddlebred actually moves, but you can still see that the horse, it's cantering, and that's... Now, the thing that's weird about this to me, she shows saddlebreds in dressage, when, in fact, it's actually, like, they are more trained to do dressage, because that's not their natural movement, than to do saddle seat. And I'm not saying saddlebreds in dressage is in any way abuse. It's definitely not, if you're using the right things in dressage anyway. But now she's making like a totally different point, and this is not their natural movement, it's dressage. But overall, I totally respect all of her opinions and everyone else's opinions. It's just that some people like need some insight, and even if you still don't agree that saddle seat isn't abuse, you should at least take into account that it's not as bad as you think it is, because there's a lot more natural stuff involved. No, I'm not saying gingering doesn't happen or tail break, because that's awful. No one should do that to their horses. But I've never been to a barn near me or like in my state with anyone who's done that. And if that was happening, then if I was at a show, they would immediately disqualify the barn. So those things are trying to be controlled. We're trying to control it. And a lot of people are saying, well, you have to fix these things. And then it's not like you can really fix them. They're kind of hard to fix, and they take time. So we're trying. But yeah, bye.